God has an urgent revelation for you right now. That prayer you sent up, that desperate message you whispered to heaven in your darkest moment, it didn't go unheard. Something massive has been set in motion since your last communication with the divine and the earth. Shaking news that's about to reach you will change everything you thought you knew about your situation. You have exactly 13 minutes left before the spiritual window closes forever. This isn't random timing or coincidence. Your last cry for help activated heavenly forces that have been working behind the scenes. And now the breakthrough you've been praying for is about to manifest in ways that will completely overwhelm you. What's coming will break you, but not in the way you fear. As you hear these words, know that God caught every tear, every whispered prayer, every silent scream for help you've sent toward heaven. The moment your last message reached the throne room, divine machinery began moving in your favor. The breaking news headed your way isn't destruction. It's the answer to prayers you thought God had forgotten. It's normal to feel terrified when you hear that life-changing news is coming. But understand that this revelation has been carefully timed for when your spirit is strong enough to receive it. You have 13 minutes left to prepare your heart for what heaven has orchestrated on your behalf. Even when divine answers arrive in overwhelming packages, trust that this timing is perfect. The news that will break you is actually the breakthrough that will remake you. Your last message to God was the key that unlocked a door you never knew existed. Your last message to God was heard the instant it left your heart. When you cried out in desperation, when you begged for change, when you asked for a sign, heaven immediately began rearranging circumstances in the physical world to answer you. Just like a pebble thrown into still water creates ripples that spread far beyond where it landed, your prayer created waves in the spiritual realm that are now crashing into your reality. As breaking news, God doesn't waste time when His children are truly desperate. Some prayers get gradual answers that unfold slowly over months or years. But when someone reaches the breaking point and cries out with genuine need, divine intervention moves at lightning speed. The signs have been everywhere if you've been watching. Unusual phone calls, unexpected encounters, strange dreams, sudden changes in people around you. These weren't coincidences. They were heaven's preparation team getting everything ready for your breakthrough moment. The breaking news coming your way is actually God's response team reporting for duty in your life. Every piece has been positioned perfectly, every timing calculated precisely. And now the divine plan is about to reveal itself through what the world will call breaking news. When God says that news will break you, He's not threatening destruction. He's promising transformation. Being broken by divine revelation means having your old limitations shattered, so new possibilities can flood in. Your current understanding of what's possible in your situation is about to be completely demolished by what heaven has arranged. Spiritual breaking is like a cocoon splitting open, painful but necessary for the butterfly to emerge. Right now, in these precious remaining minutes, focus on opening your heart rather than protecting it. Take deep breaths and remind yourself that divine breaking always leads to divine building. Pray for courage to receive whatever news God has allowed, knowing that His timing is always perfect even when it feels overwhelming. Ask for spiritual eyes to see beyond the surface of whatever information is coming your way. The human mind tries to process divine interventions through limited understanding, but your spirit knows how to receive revelations that your mind can't yet comprehend. Center yourself in the knowledge that God never gives His children more than they can handle with His help. This breaking moment is your graduation from one level of faith to another. Prepare to be amazed rather than afraid. As we prepare your spirit for this life-changing revelation, I want to make sure you have access to continued divine guidance through what's ahead. If these urgent messages from heaven resonate with your spirit, and you sense God preparing you for major breakthrough, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell so you never miss divine warnings and blessings meant specifically for critical moments like this. God operates on divine timing that's more precise than any earthly clock, and He's given you exactly 13 minutes to align your spirit with what's coming. The number 13 in spiritual terms represents transformation and new beginnings, death of the old and birth of the new. These aren't random minutes ticking by. They're sacred preparation time designed to shift your spiritual frequency, to receive what heaven is broadcasting. In the next few minutes, pay attention to everything around you. Notice if your phone feels heavier in your hand, if sounds seem clearer, if your heartbeat changes rhythm. These are signs that divine appointment time is approaching. Use these minutes to release any death grip you have on how you think your breakthrough should look. God's answers rarely arrive in the packaging we expect. Breathe deeply and imagine yourself as a radio antenna fine, tuning to receive heaven's frequency. The breaking news coming your way has been traveling through spiritual channels, gaining momentum and gathering all the elements needed to change your circumstances completely. Don't spend these precious minutes worrying about whether you're ready. God wouldn't have activated this timing if you weren't prepared. Instead, use this countdown to practice trust. Say yes, God, to whatever revelation is heading toward you. Divine appointments always arrive precisely when your spirit is prepared to receive them. The events leading up to this moment haven't been random coincidences. They've been carefully orchestrated divine setups. That unexpected conversation last week, the phone call that came at just the right time, the person who showed up when you needed them most, all preparation for this breakthrough moment. When God answers desperate prayers, He doesn't just drop solutions from the sky. He weaves answers through real people, real circumstances, and real events that look natural but carry supernatural timing. The breaking news you're about to receive will connect dots you didn't even know existed in your situation. You'll suddenly see how conversations from months ago were actually prophetic preparations, how delays that frustrated you were actually divine protection keeping you safe until this perfect moment, how closed doors were actually redirections toward this exact revelation. Your recent struggles weren't signs that God wasn't listening. They were labor pains before your breakthrough birth. Every no you received was heaven protecting the yes that's about to overwhelm you. Trust the process that brought you to this 13-minute window, because the same divine orchestration that arranged your preparation has also arranged your transformation. Divine breaking feels overwhelming because it shatters every limitation you've accepted about your situation. When God breaks someone, He's not destroying them. He's demolishing the walls that have kept miracles from reaching them. The news coming your way will break your understanding of what's possible, break your acceptance of current circumstances, and break open doors you thought were permanently sealed. This breaking process is actually divine surgery, removing tumors of doubt, limitation, and fear that have been blocking your blessings. What feels like your world falling apart is actually wrong foundations being cleared, so right ones can be built. Divine breaking is always followed by divine building, but the breaking part feels intense because your spirit recognizes that major change is happening. Don't resist the overwhelming feeling when this news reaches you. Let it wash over you like a spiritual tsunami that clears away everything that shouldn't be in your life. The breaking point you're approaching isn't your end, it's your beginning. Everything you've been through has prepared you for this moment. When heaven's intervention becomes visible in your physical reality, trust the breaking because it's making room for blessings too big for your current life structure. Just as you're receiving this urgent divine revelation about breakthrough timing, your support helps us continue delivering these critical spiritual messages to others who are in their own 13-minute windows. A small super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or more allows these urgent divine warnings to reach people who are desperate for heaven's intervention in their impossible situations. Your partnership helps multiply these breakthrough messages when people need them most. In these remaining minutes before your breaking news arrives, take specific steps to prepare your spirit. First, find a quiet space where you can receive this revelation without distractions. Turn off other devices and create sacred space for divine communication. Second, pray for courage to receive whatever God has allowed, remembering that His love filters everything that reaches you. Third, release your grip on how you think your breakthrough should look. God's ways are higher than human expectations. Fourth, gather your spiritual support system in your mind, remembering that you're not facing this alone. Call on the names of people who believe in God's goodness and will help you process whatever revelation comes. Fifth, prepare your heart to say thank you before you even understand what you're receiving. Gratitude opens spiritual channels for divine flow. Sixth, remind yourself that this timing is perfect even if it feels overwhelming. God doesn't make mistakes with His divine appointments. Finally, speak this declaration: I receive divine revelations with courage and faith, knowing that God's plans for me are good. Your spirit is stronger than you realize. And these final minutes are for activating that strength. As these final minutes tick away, begin declaring, I receive divine revelations with courage and faith over your life right now. Speak these words out loud with complete trust in God's perfect timing. This declaration creates a spiritual shield around your heart that fear cannot penetrate. When overwhelming news arrives, when doubt tries to creep in about whether you can handle what's coming, pause and reconnect with the divine strength inside you. Remind yourself that the same God who orchestrated this timing has also prepared your spirit to receive it. Begin each remaining minute thanking God for answers that are bigger than your prayers. Fill your thoughts with expectation rather than anxiety, knowing that divine revelations always carry the grace needed to process them. Your words of faith right now are creating spiritual stability for the emotional earthquake that's approaching. Declare that you trust God's heart even when His ways feel overwhelming. Your declarations of faith unlock heavenly resources that make impossible situations possible. During this breakthrough moment, remember that you're not meant to process divine revelations alone. God places people in your life specifically for times when His answers feel too big for one person to carry. Reach out to your spiritual community when this news reaches you. Their faith will help anchor yours when emotions run high. Share this divine revelation with others who understand that God moves in mysterious ways, because their agreement will strengthen your ability to walk through whatever doors this news opens. Your breakthrough isn't just for you. It's meant to encourage others who are waiting for their own impossible situations to change. When you testify about God's perfect timing in your life, you're giving others permission to believe for miracles in theirs. Build networks of support with people who celebrate divine intervention rather than question it. The courage you show in receiving this overwhelming news will inspire others to trust God with their own breaking points. Your testimony becomes a bridge for others to cross from desperation to breakthrough. Time is running out, and these final moments are sacred preparation for what heaven has arranged. As this 13-minute window closes, embrace whatever breaking news God reveals with a heart full of trust rather than terror. Remember that divine timing is always perfect, even when it feels overwhelming to human understanding. The same God who heard your last desperate message has also prepared the grace you need to receive His response. Trust that this revelation is the answer to prayers you thought were forgotten. Move forward with courage, knowing that what breaks you will also break through for you. Your divine appointment is here. If this urgent message has prepared your spirit for divine breakthrough, please like this video immediately and subscribe to our channel for continued revelations. Hit that notification bell so you never miss critical divine timing messages like this one. Share this urgent warning with others who need to know that God hears desperate prayers and responds with perfect timing. Your sharing multiplies the blessing and helps others recognize their own divine appointments. Dear Lord, Give us courage to receive whatever revelations you send and wisdom to trust your perfect timing even when your answers overwhelm. U.S. Amen. If this urgent divine message has touched your heart or helped you prepare for breakthrough, show your appreciation with a super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or more. Your support helps us continue delivering these time-sensitive divine warnings to others who desperately need heaven's intervention. Share in the comments what divine breakthrough you're believing for and how this message has prepared your spirit. Your testimony encourages others who are in their own 13-minute windows waiting for God's response to their impossible situations.